Hey everybody, it's Ashley Valenzuela or Legal Queen LA, and we're back with another episode of the Royalty Room podcast. And today we're talking about some things that you may or may not really even know what it's about. Today we have a special guest named Lee Adrian.
Yeah, what's happening? What's up?
How are you feeling today?
All right, I'm living.
Good. I'm super glad to hear that. What exactly are we here to talk about today?
Hopefully everything. um, um, Mental health.
Yes.
For sure. My lifestyle, the nomadic lifestyle, music, entertainment, and everything in between.
I love that. It sounds like honestly the perfect guest for this show. When I started, I didn't really know that there was going to be a mental health focus at all. And with the guests that I've had and the reaction and responses that I've had, it kind of just took its own course and led me to the next guest who wants to talk about this specific area of mental health, or a person with these type of life skills that can help us
Right.
on our mental health journey. So I'm really happy for you to be here.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
I met Lee Adrian at his own festival, the Nomadics Mini Fest here in Los Angeles. It was in North Hollywood, right?
Mhm.
And I actually made a little recap clip of my own because we had such an amazing time. Royalty Room was there, and at the next Nomadics Mini Fest, we'll be there again, interviewing the amazing artist and the creator himself.
Appreciate you.
Saul, can we see that?
Breaks like the cups do on YouTube that I can't make you love me. Maybe I deserve that tension. I can't find the love that I'm missing. My life in the car is waiting, I'm dealing. Cause I'm still searching for healing. There's so much that I've given. But doing alright, humbly stay humble. I got a buzz and that's quite clear. This is my life, yeah, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a very, 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 very brief snippet of the day. What made you want to create this Nomadics Mini Fest?
Oh, we diving right in.
Yeah.
All right, so it's two reasons. First, I wanted something as an artist. We always do this open mics or we're on other people's platforms. And granted, I do have other people on this platform, but I hopefully am teaching people to create their own situations. You know what I mean? I've been performing for years, 10, almost 10 years now. I'm probably on my 10th year. I think March of next year will be my 10th year.
Wow.
Just music.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
That's
it.
big.
Like professionally.
Yeah.
Professionally.
Oh, wait. I do recall you opened up for someone pretty important to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Talk your
Yeah. So I have opened up for a couple of artists. Lil Baby is Gunna is one of them. 21 Savage is another.
Wow.
So shout out to my alma mater, Clark Atlanta, for kind of like helping with those situations, which is pretty dope. But when I moved to LA about a year ago, I started doing open mics, around the city, and I just got tired. I'm like, man, bro, you've been doing these open mics for forever. You've been going on other people's platforms. What can you do that is outside of a normal open mic? And then the idea of a festival popped in my head, and which goes into my second point. It's a guy that I know, and we're about to get real deep. Uh, his name is Gavin. Well, his name was Gavin. Rest in peace, Gavin Peretti. Um, he was a friend of mine, actually my roommate, and we talked about this, putting this festival together.
Wow.
For just because it wasn't no idea. Mental health wasn't even a factor, but me being a part of his life, I saw the mental issues that he was going through, and it really affected him, like to the point where he battled with alcoholism. Um, he was going back and forth to jail just randomly, and he was a great singer too. He had a whole community behind him, but unfortunately, um, all the things that he was battling with took a toll on him, and so he chose to take his own life.
Wow. I'm
Um,
so sorry.
that's all good. In April
Of this
of
year.
this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I'm so
all
sorry.
good, and kinda he was my roommate too, so it it put me in a perspective, and to find someone in that particular setting, um, and having to see him and hear his last breath was deep. So it took a toll on me for about a month and a half, 2 months. And this is in order for me to get myself back right. I started researching mental health. It was something that I've always thought about, something I've always, heard and researched and seen people talk about, but never really took it as serious until it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And depression is real. So long story short, I said, yo, if I do this festival, I'm gonna do it in his name. I'm gonna continue to do it, and we're gonna continue to talk about mental health, and we're gonna continue to bring awareness to it more and more and more, because that's what a lot of people, 83% of people, especially men and especially black men, are battling with that. So that's why I put on the festival.
Whew, I just got chills. I had no idea there was such a powerful story behind the festival. I just knew, um you're a great artist
Thank you.
and you wanted to do something, it was in exchange, not in exchange, in conjunction with the vegan exchange. And everything that we heard from all of the artists was about positivity and, being yourself and having fun. And Big Mike the Virgo, I remember
Right.
one of his
Man,
songs. It
I'm
just
trying to
got
live my life.
everybody
Yeah.
up and
You got him
and
jumping. Yeah, that's my
what
guy.
did it say? I just want to live my life.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was a really feel good day. Like got there and I felt good. I stayed there and I felt good. I left feeling good.
Good.
So thank you for that. And to know that it comes from such a place like deep within your heart and um your friends battle with mental health, like that makes it even more special. So
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Thank
Thank
you.
Appreciate you.
I can't wait for the next one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be bigger and better. Every I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that shout out to Jessica and shout out to Vegan Exchange LA, because they're a very big part of what we're doing, and so they bring in people that I haven't even touched. You know what I mean? And she allowed me to be in control of the music production part. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now I can put that on my resume. It's like I've always knew how to do it, but now I'm able to do it to an extent that nobody's doing it the way I'm doing it. So this next one, gonna go crazy.
I love it.
Gonna go crazy.
Well, Royalty Room will be there.
Thanks.
We will be there live, enjoying the show, also behind the scenes, talking, interviewing the artists. We'll definitely be there. Whatever you need me or us for, I'm happy to help.
Great, thank you.
What about the other piece of the festival? This nomadic lifestyle that we're here talking about. What is that about?
Shout out to my boy Press Play and Terzel, by the way, but they are my partners in this. Yeah, my guys. But so in Atlanta, so a lot of people don't know, before I came to LA, before I moved to LA, I was in Atlanta for about, shout out to Clark, Atlanta, for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I kept my second year in college. I couldn't afford room and board, so they literally kind of evicted me from that situation. And so from that moment on, I moved in with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and from 2010 to 2015, I was couch to couch. I had my own place,
which is something that HBCUs really need to do better
That's very
with.
much true.
Why are we
Very much true.
evicting kids trying to get a college education?
Right.
That's,
They didn't care at all.
No.
They didn't. They kicked me out, made room for somebody else who had the money, whatever. You know what I mean? So I did on campus housing for like 2 months, and at that time I was so, and this brings in the whole mental health aspect. I was depressed. You know what I mean? But I never showed it. I was always you catch me on campus, I was, hey, what's up, man? What's happening? I'm dancing. You know what I mean? I was the dancer on campus. I was the entertainer along with my other friends. But I was moving for the very last time, moving into my own apartment, my own situation. And a friend of mine, B-Dub Beats, he was like, bro, you like a nomad. And I was just moving my stuff. And I was just like, and then it just clicked. I'm a big fan of DJ Drama. So when Drama dropped the tapes with Wayne, he was like, dramatics. And I was just like, nomadic. That's what I want to. That's what I want to do. Nomadic, and just the term of being a nomad is a person that moves from place to place and never really settle. And I feel like that's everyone in the world,
especially in LA.
You feel me? It's like nobody, and I'm not even talking about your physical being in a home. I'm talking about your career, anything in life aspect. Like we all don't want to settle for just this. We want more and more. You know what I mean? Like every day we wake up wanting more. That's just life in general. We want more. We don't want to settle. You know what I'm saying? At all. When you get a husband, you want kids. And then you may want more. You know what I'm saying? Then you get older, then okay, now I want grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every chance you get, you want more. So I feel like being a nomad is literally just a lifestyle. Everyone lives it. Period. That's it. Nobody wants to settle. You don't want to settle for anything.
Wow.
And if you do, then you're not. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. In my opinion. So,
yeah, that I've never thought about it like that. But you're 1,000% correct. My dad, he's a very much one set version of success, one set version of stability. You know, it's you have to do this or else you're not doing life right, you're not successful, etc. So it's always been, when can we buy a house? You need to buy a house. Are you gonna stay in LA? Are you gonna come back? Because if you come back home, we can buy a house. And And I'm just like, the idea of buying a house somewhere that I'm gonna be stuck with forever is so overwhelming.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I said a year ago, I'm like, I gotta go. LA's too much. I want to go back home, or I want to go to a new place, whatever. And I possibly cannot imagine staying in one place forever. So I guess I am
can't.
nomadic.
Like, yeah. Real.
I didn't even know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already a part of the lifestyle. You don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousins back at the crib, some of them never left Houston at all. Like,
hometown.
I went back, and I was like, bro, have y'all ever, like, it's a world out there. It's a world out there.
You know, so I have these two incredible shorties in Houston. They're like our cousins from our hometown. And we're from two towns that are right next to each other that are almost exactly the same. But they're like the Houston version of me and my sister out here in LA, like changing things for our family and doing all these fun things. And their mama and their grandma came to visit them. And I don't know if it was the first time that mom had gone, but it was the first time their grandmother had ever been on a plane to leave the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that right there is beautiful. Like, you're changing not only the future generations, but you're changing the older generations who haven't got to experience anything that we're experiencing because we're able to just get up and go.
We got a lot more access to a lot of things too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a different world now.
So I mean? we're gonna have to go to Houston, but we already knew that.
Oh yeah.
I've never been.
Listen, y'all go to Houston with a camera at. Which camera? Go to Houston, Turkey Leg Hut. I don't get paid to tell y'all this at all. But trust me, believe me when I say when Turkey Leg Hut, I just know. I'm telling y'all, make sure you get everything.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I've heard about this Turkey Leg Hut.
Listen, I'm not gonna play
that, and all of the super cheap, gigantic mini mansions.
Oh yeah.
Those are like the top two things I hear.
Man, you get a 4-bedroom for like $1,200, $1,600. You know what I mean? It's different from living in LA.
I don't want to talk about it, really.
It just all depends on what you want to do. You know what I mean? So, you know, I definitely will have a house in Houston. So
yeah, always gotta have something to come back to.
Yeah. I love my stomping ground.
So in this nomadic lifestyle, I'm sure you have a lot going on. Being just an artist in general, you have a lot going on. But how does this lifestyle contribute to your creative process or your artistry?
Experience.
Yeah.
Without experience, I have nothing to write about.
Hmm.
If I don't experience, I have nothing. Even the situation with my friend Gavin, I would have never thought that. Like for instance, who was his name? Eric Bellinger.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, Eric Bellinger for sure. He had this competition on Instagram where you write 16 bars or whatever. And if the situation didn't happen with Gavin, I wouldn't have wrote the bars that I wrote, the verse that I wrote that matches the song that nobody would have ever thought about writing. When I looked at other people, and he reposted it. He posted me on his page and
Wow.
reposted it, and everybody was like, yo, that's crazy. Eric Bellinger, da-da-da, whatever. It's experience. You have to write something. I feel like music is the cornerstone of everything. You cannot, movies have music. When you're walking in the store, there's music playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in your car, there's music. Music runs the world, and it does influence a lot. You know what I mean?
I
So,
definitely agree. I saw this post, and it never made nothing ever made more sense. It said if art takes up space, you decorate with art to take up space. Music is there to take up time or decorate time.
that's dope. That's dope.
And I was just like,
That's dope.
music is there to decorate time.
That's dope. Music been here since the beginning of time.
It is. And I said the other day, I think music is the oldest, most powerful tool that there is.
And it timeless. That's why I love timeless music. You know what I mean? So it just goes back to the time of me just talking about experience. I have to write about things that I've experienced. You know what I mean? To some people write about things they haven't experienced, but they
Cap in the rap.
you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So but that's how I move, like in general. Like I don't know. I really can't. It's a magical experience because a lot of people ask me about how your process. What's your process is? I say, bro. Sometimes I'm in the studio and I'll play a beat and I would literally just fall asleep. I would play a beat and I would fall asleep, and the whole time though, as I'm sleeping and the music is playing, I'm writing a song in my head. I don't have to be up and conscious to do that.
That's
So,
really good.
yeah. So that's part of the process.
Do you think that pain makes the best art?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I feel like it does. Depending on, yeah, it does. Cause you listen to songs like Michael Jackson, You're Not Alone.
Point period. Mic drop.
We were just talking about this. Beyonce, Irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a powerful song. You know what I mean? Like Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. You know what I mean? And I'm mentioning these people because this is timeless music that I'm talking about.
And it's all fueled by pain.
And all fueled by pain.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So whoever wrote it, not saying that they were the ones who wrote the song, but they gave it to us with their voice. So they're a part of history, just like the person who actually wrote the song. And wherever place that person was coming from, they wanted people to feel exactly what they felt. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like music is. If you don't feel it,
it's not good. It kind of brought me back kind of full circle to one of my earliest episodes talking about Michelle.
Okay.
And how she was one of the first and like biggest voices for females, and it was all out of her pain.
Mm.
Whew.
Come on now.
It's deep.
Come on. That's what we was talking about earlier. I'm tired of mentioning all these artists, but this is real. Drake.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I used to say used to be draking. You know what I'm saying? You're riding the car.
No more draking and driving.
No more draking and driving. You can't. You turn around and go to your ex. You feel me? That's what I mean. So it's real. Music is pain and it's happiness too. It's all it's all types of. It's not just pain.
No, honestly, some songs like even some songs that are quote unquote sad, like I'll listen to them and they make me happy. Like it depends.
Come on, it depends on whatever situation.
And it's powerful. Like even I just told you I'm a big part of Cole World, you know, because his music changed my life. It saved my life, really. And I got the opportunity at one of Drake's events thank you, Drake, to shake hands with the man that made this music that he probably had no idea would ever even get off of this piece of paper that he wrote it on.
Right.
And it changed my life so much that I owe it to him. And he's like, oh, thank you. Like, oh, let me see that tattoo. That's really
What
nice.
Cole
Thank
told
you.
you?
Yeah.
That's dope.
He put his phone up, like looking at my,
That's cool.
and I was just like, no, sir, thank you.
Nah, for real.
I didn't do anything, but you molded, like, I think it was like my high school period, my transition from high school to college even. And like, that's a big point in your life. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's a defining moment.
And it influenced you, man. Shout out to Cole, man. I met Cole one time, randomly. I don't think he wanted me to tell him where I met him at, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. But that's when I was coming up, and I gave the man my music, and shout out to him for sure. It's we definitely gonna meet again.
Absolutely.
Definitely
Same. I'm not going nowhere. But speaking of changing my life through music, what do you feel about your music that can help others dealing with similar mental health struggles or struggles in life in general?
Honestly, I would never know unless you come and tell me.
It's true.
I would never know unless you come tell me. I've like the last show, my music cut off. I don't know if you remember that moment.
I do.
My music just cut automatic. Boom, cut off. But
no music.
You feel me? But I was able to rap the rest of my songs, and everybody just walked. Of course, they couldn't hear me, so they walked. But after I got off stage, people kept telling me, man, yo, we need more people like you. The type of music that you make. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a conscious rapper. I'm just conscious about the
I don't think conscious rappers choose to be conscious
Exactly.
rappers.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing, but I talk about a lot of topics.
Yeah.
And I try to hit on whatever I'm feeling at that moment. You know what I'm saying? It's going to touch somebody. You know what I mean? There's a fan base. I like to say this. It's a fan base for everybody.
Yeah.
No matter where you're starting at in music, it's a fan base for everybody. So I wouldn't know unless you come tell me, like, yo, this is how your music affect me. You know what I mean? I had people DM me. I was like, yo, bro, like, I got this one song called Melody Therapy, and it's basically about an artist struggling, and he uses music as being therapeutic. It's called Melody Therapy. You know what I mean? So it's I make some beautiful music. I'm not gonna sit up here and hold you like I don't. Like,
I love it.
I'm not gonna sit up.
I
here
hate
and
when
hold you
people are like, my music is
Nah.
No, you better.
I make some dope music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna flex. So
speaking of Saul, I think we have a song to play.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to my man Lex Maker for rocking this video.
I haven't heard this one either.
Forever I want your love. Blood stains are harder to scrub. This pain explained like R&B videos when they single to that window pane. They told me to stay in my lane, but I never listened. You know, when I saw you, I had to switch it up. You know, that smooth talking, smooth walking, smooth criminal. Yeah, that's him.
The type you never seen before. Look, I don't bullshit. The mother rose. Can you tell me when you lit about that hood you rose it? Oh, it's a vibe. You get it from all sides. Ironically, outside I wanna be off sides. There's a field of view. Mountaintops, can we live in truth? If we lie in hue, the colors that will change. We can never be the same when there's a struggle and trust. Let's get it right the first time, baby. Tell me what's up. Hey, tell me what's up. Can we ascend to higher heights when the path get rough? Can I expect you not to trip when I'm gone for months? So baby, tell me what's up. Yo, what's up? Can I tell you what's up? What's up? Look, expound by leaps and soul to reap. Our souls to keep. We walk on souls. Our souls are tied. We're so in line. You're so divine. Your lows are mine. We're floating high. And if you have some time, if not, decline. But if so,
At night, your soul, I take you like the way you taste. Future said that life is good. I'm stuck singing life is great. As long as you by my side. Miss pretty brown eyes with that annihilating complexion, you a blessing. The bar is set, the signal strong. Who really wanna be alone when calls a drop on me? Baby, that's a lot.
Alright, now I did not know I was gonna be getting in my feelings on this show. I try to keep that part of me outside.
Shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Tell me
Did you
what's up.
perform this one
I
that
did
day?
perform. That's when the
Okay.
music cut off. As soon as the music cut off, I was
So that was
performing.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad we played that one.
Yeah, that's my that song is Left Eye is one of my favorite female artists.
Really?
Yeah, so when she did the song with Tell Me What's Up, you tell me what's up, like when she like, can we ascend to higher heights when the path get rough? A lot of people don't know. That's where I got that from.
Wow.
But it's a song about my struggle with hip hop. Sometimes I take mental breaks because you want to be somewhere so bad. Like I feel like I should be, with the Drakes and the Coles. You know what I mean? But that's just my feelings. But God tells me, like, when it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? Like, I was kicking it with some folks, some celebrities the other day, and for me to be there, and I was in the room, and I was just kicking it, I'm like, all I could tell myself was, wait your turn. Wait your turn. And with that particular song, it's kind of like my apology to hip-hop. Like, can you tell me what's up? Can we extend to higher heights when the path get rough? Can I expect you not to trip when I'm gone for months? Can you tell me what's up? You know what I mean? So I'm going to always come back to you. Just, you got to let me experience
Yeah.
what I need to experience so I can get back to you.
That's different. That's very different. What do you think is the struggle with hip hop?
It's, to me personally, just to me, it's something that I love to do. So I feel like I can't speak for every artist in the world, but I feel like, again, that experience, and for me to write about some stuff, for me to, life be lifing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You feel me? Life be lifing. And it be certain things that go on in life where it kind of shuts you down. Like I said, with my homie Gavin, it shut me down literally 2 months. Like I couldn't sleep. I could barely eat. You know what I'm saying? I would have to go to the gym and work it out. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, let me get in front of the monitor and the mic and let me set myself up on Pro Tools and let me play a beat. And I play it and I won't feel it.
Wow.
I won't feel it. So it's like, I'm sorry. It's like the old me or the old version of me that first started was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still hungry. Can't nobody tell me to this day with a camera. You cannot tell me to this day I'm not hungry. You know what I mean? But life be life, and the older you get, you got bills, you got things that you never worried about. In college, it was easy.
Right.
It was
Take
easy.
me back.
You know what I'm saying? It was easy. Even though I was battling, semi-homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Like, homelessness, basically. I was on people's couches, sleeping on people's floors.
Right.
You feel me? But that made me hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's beauty in the struggle. Literally, it's beauty in the struggle.
Ugliness in this success.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
shout out. You know what I mean? Like, so that's real. That's the things that I've had to experience. I have so many songs that just tells you about where I was at that point in time in life. You know what I mean? And my songs is structured to where I was, where I am, and where I will be. So, yeah. That's my
Wow.
thing.
That's beautiful. What do you think, like, do you kind of take breaks from listening to a lot of music you would normally listen to? Is that something
All the
you do?
time.
Yeah.
All the time. I get to the point now, it's like, bro, if I don't hear it, I don't know it.
Gotta turn it off.
I don't know it. Not even gotta turn it off. Like, I barely listen to other artists. Sometimes as an artist, it affects your music too, because you'll start sounding like them, or you want to beat like them, or you know what I mean. I don't care. I don't care to know.
That's
I'm my
good.
own individual person.
So you listen to your music?
I listen a lot because I critique my own. I should have said this. I should have did it this way. All right, cool.
What do you feel about, like, say you're listening to a song and you don't like, X, Y, or Z? Do you go back and re-record your music or
yeah.
fix things?
All the time. I have just one song right now. It's called "Girls in Miami," and
Ooh, shout out to Florida.
Yeah, shout out to Florida. It took me. I sat on it. I got the beat maybe like 3 months ago, And then it took me about 3 weeks ago to actually start the record and then finish the record. I finished the record within 2 days,
Mhm.
but and then I barely finished it because I kind of did a reference copy, and then I was like, okay, let me go back to it, and I finished it. So it depends on what the record is. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can finish a record. I did a project, Body of Work. Shout out to my homie Bless, and I did that in 7 days. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I did 7 songs in 2 days. Yeah, I did
I'm
7 songs.
sorry.
Yeah, I did 7 songs. We did a QT trip one night.
I can't even do one song in 7 days.
We did a QT trip. I got a slushy and some hot fries, and and a couple of snacks.
Locked in.
And we locked in. We didn't leave. We slept. We ate. We showered. We went back. It was like that. And it was in my apartment. It wasn't even in the studio. It was in my apartment. So,
That's dope.
Mm.
I feel like with me, I've only I don't call myself an artist because
Why not?
I think because I can make music, but
You don't
I'm
have to
like
be an artist to make music.
I don't want to put myself in that category because that's a big thing for me. Like that's
Okay.
like
Okay, I can see what you're
I'm a
saying.
lawyer, you
Okay.
know. I'm a podcast host. Like
Okay.
I'm a talent manager.
That's an art though.
But am I a musician?
That's the difference.
No.
Artist and musician.
Am I a musical artist? No.
Okay. All right, I get
But
you. I get you. I get you.
I do love making music. Like the first time I ever went into the studio, shout out to my boy Cruz. He said, like your voice is so powerful. I feel like, you should be making music. You represent talent all the time. Why don't you, see what it's like for them? And I was like, hate my voice. Not go do it. He forced me to then do it and make a song that like right then and there. And when I left the booth and I'm listening to the song, I'm like, yo, I never felt like this before.
Mm-hmm. It's a
That
powerful
was
feeling.
therapeutic. That was good.
Yeah, I got a song called 713, and it talks about me leaving the studio.
What area code is that?
That's Houston.
Okay.
713 is called Houston, and it's from Houston. And shout out to Destiny Mariah. She helped me with that, and she's been a big help in my life. That's my everything. I'm not gonna lie to you. So she's been holding it down for me. So, but she helped me write that, and to lead a studio and feel the way you're feeling after you record a record and you play it in your car and you driving down the freeway. It's like, this the hottest thing on the planet.
Ever.
You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? And it may not be, but to you it is because
Mhm.
that's your baby. You created it. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. I think even with that though, like I'll listen and listen and listen. I'm like, I hate that. I want to redo this. I want to go back. Da, da, da. And everybody I've been around will tell me, don't redo it because it's never gonna come out the same.
Yeah.
Or
It won't. You'll go back to a record and it may not. It may come out better.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean?
We love that.
Yeah, it may
Okay.
come out better. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of friends tell me that. Don't go to it. It'll come up, but sometimes, man, you just never know. You never know. You never know.
That's what art is about.
Mm-hmm.
Throw something at the wall, paint, see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So in being quote unquote nomadic,
Yeah.
how do you maintain your mental health? Like being in so many different places or situations or constant change.
God. G-O-D.
Yeah.
Big God.
God did.
He did. He done, and he always will.
I love that.
My friend.
We can go to church right
Come on
now.
now.
I'm gonna tell you.
My best friend T White, and he told me, he was like, my faith and my will is my superpower.
Mm-hmm.
He said that. He said, bro, I've never met somebody who has as much faith as you have, no matter what's going on. He said, I've never, not once in my life. And without God, I would not be here. I could have left this planet a long time ago, and on plenty of occasions, being shot at, being stabbed, almost drove off a bridge during an ice storm. It was a lot. I got hit by 18-wheeler. The car flipped over like 3-4 times. Yeah, like it's a lot of times. But God, literally without Him, I would not be here. I'm like this morning. I woke up and I prayed. I made breakfast. I went back after that. I put on some gospel music, and I just sat on my bedside and I just prayed. pray. I just thank you for everything, for allowing me to see, touch, feel, be able to walk the earth. You know what I mean? Like I know with you is everlasting, but for now, I'm gonna do what I got to do now to get to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have a plan and a purpose.
That's so good.
You know what I mean? So
That's so good.
without God, I wouldn't be able to. I'm strong. Like I'm literally, I'm mentally strong. I'm mentally strong. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you deal with being so invested and submitted to God,
Mm.
navigating throughout the music industry? Do you feel like it's conflicting?
No,
Don't affect you at all?
none at all. Not
That's
at all.
great.
Because you make it what you make it. You make it what you make it.
Mm,
You don't gotta be around those people that do other types of things. You don't have to. You know
mm.
what I mean? You don't have to conform to that. And it's a lot of he say, she say in this music
Ooh.
industry. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what's real until you're actually in it. You know what I mean? So, and that's all I can say on that.
Sip my tea.
You know what I'm saying? But it's big God, and God got me wherever I gotta go. He's my armor. He's my shield. He's my protector.
Never homeless.
You know what I'm
He's your
saying?
home.
He's my home.
Ooh. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we are doing this pod on a Sunday now.
Yeah.
The presence is here, and
Come
I
on now.
appreciate it.
Always.
Do you have any rituals or practices that you like to maintain whenever you're getting to doing your music or your projects?
Well, I pray before I get in the booth.
Mhm.
I pray before I go anywhere. Before I get in the car. When I get in the car, I pray for travel, grace, and mercy. But when I get in the booth, I pray to God. I got a candle. I light a candle. Before I go to the studio, I gotta have me some snacks. So it's like, because while I'm making a beat, I could be snacking on something. Like you'll catch me on some of my lives on Instagram, and he's just like, "What is he eating?" I'm eating on some chips. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like it's
What's your favorite chips?
hot fries.
Okay.
For sure.
Wait.
No.
Which
Not the blue bag, the yellow bag.
No.
Whoever
Everything
eats
was
the
going
blue
so
bag,
good.
whoever eats the blue bag,
Andy Caps created hot fries.
that's Cap.
Bye,
Exactly.
Chester. Bye, Chester.
Chester is the man.
He gotta go.
Chester man,
Saul, get him out.
100 grand. You feel what I'm saying? We don't eat the blue bag, yellow bag. That's like a person eating ranch and blue cheese. Which person are you?
Ranch.
All right, cool. Then we back on the same track.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's like I got to get a couple snacks and we just vibe. Like I vibe. I literally just vibe. Like I said, I go to sleep. Sometimes I would listen to the record and I just sit back. I have to have a rocking chair. So
That's different.
You will be the first person that I've ever in life told this to
Tell me.
outside of my family. So I used to do this thing when I was younger, and I would sit on the couch and I would put my feet in the couch and I would do this.
To fall asleep?
No, I wouldn't even fall asleep. I would just do this and I just rock back and forth. And I'm rocking. But I got music in my ear the whole time. This is what made me fall in love with music.
Wow.
So I would have music in me and I would just rock back and forth. So I have to have a rocking chair or some sort of chair that rocks inside of the studio because it brings me back to that. Yeah. So
that's different.
Yeah, a lot of people, they personally, they thought I was crazy growing up. So I was in particular classes to see where I was at on an academic level. But, I was smarter than the classes that they put me in. So. But yeah, you're the first person I told that.
Well, thank you.
No.
I feel special.
Yeah.
We get all the exclusives and all the tea here on the Royalty Room, Tea. But if y'all got tea to spill, come right here.
Oh man, we'll be here for days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what do you think about like the connection between your lifestyle, your nomadic lifestyle, your music, and like things that are going on today in society?
It just gives me more to talk about.
Yeah.
It gives me more to talk about. I watch the news. I watch the Shade Room. It like I said, just gives me more to talk about. It's all experience.
Do you see yourself doing public speaking?
No, not really. I never thought about it. Why?
Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really thought about it.
Your voice is powerful, just like my boy told me.
Yeah.
Your voice is powerful.
Thank you. Yeah,
You have a lot of good things to say.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I never I'm gonna think about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah.
And I feel like even maybe we had max 5 minutes to talk at your festival,
Right.
and I got such like a light from you, like sunshine
Thank you.
almost. So I think that could be a really good thing for you. Obviously, music is you know it kind of goes across all genres, all races, all cities, all
Yeah.
everything. But I
Yeah.
feel like in speaking, you kind of tap into another area that maybe someone wouldn't have heard your music, but they
Mm.
heard what you had to say
Right. So
back
I
then.
guess that's why, like, I don't, between the sets at the show, I talk about the record or what made me write this record
Mhm.
prior to, um, like my sister battling postpartum depression before I wrote my song "Stuck on You" and
Mhm.
dedicated to, my melanated women. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I guess, yeah. You know what I mean? I love talking to the kids. So you know what I mean. So my mom, she has a daycare, so I would teach the daycare kids and talk to them and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that. So
love
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I've done
That's kind of
some
where
stuff.
like my heart and my passion lies. Is I always wanted to be a teacher, like an early
Yeah,
childhood teacher. Um,
you got
so
the librarian thing
yeah,
going on with
a little bit, a little
the
bit. But I feel like even in speaking to the kids, people don't think about it a lot. Oh, they're 5, they're 7, they're 10, whatever. They're not gonna remember this.
yes, they
You
will,
never
but they
know.
will though.
It could be the most important thing that shapes the rest of their
Their
entire
lives.
life.
I can remember things from back when I was 3, 4, 5 years old that really affect the way I moved. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I can remember movies that I've seen that allows me to move a certain type of way. So you never know what a kid picks up. Kids pick up everything.
Mhm.
Everything. If you everything. Don't think that they don't because they watching.
So, I feel like we could sit here for like the next 10 hours. But the last question I want to ask
Okay.
you is what is next for Lee Adrian?
Mhm.
Besides the Nomadics Mini Fest, so you're gonna be coming back around to it in
Yeah.
2024.
2024 it's gonna be bigger and better than ever. Um, what's next for me? God's plan. Um, I only can walk. I'm walking by faith and not by sight at this point. I have things lined up. I have my plan. So it's funny to say you have a plan, but God laughs at it. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Um, but I feel like God has put particular people in my life to allow me to move a certain way. So those situations are going to come back around. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't know. You guys know I am an artist, but I am an actor as well. So I use a lot of that emotion that I have inside of my acting ability. Before I got here, a director hit me up and was like, "Hey, yo, we want you on the 14th and the 15th." You know what I mean? So it's like nothing but God, because I literally asked God this morning, "I need you to put it in my face.
Wow.
Put it in my face." You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that are my friends that are on national television and they're doing their thing, and I'm proud of them. And sometimes you want to reap what you sow. So it's like, why am I not there yet?
Mhm.
But and I'm gonna say this, it reminds me of a quote, and you probably heard it, you probably didn't hear it. If I go to a restaurant, right, and I'm sitting in the restaurant and I'm chilling, I order my food, and then you go into the restaurant and you sit down and then you order your food. Your food comes out first, and then I tell the waitress or the waiter, "Hey, yo, what's up with my food?" Like, you know what I'm saying? She got her food before me, and then the waitress tells me, "Well, sir, what you ordered takes time. So what I ordered with God, what I want, it's taking time.
Mm.
You probably got some chicken wings. I want a filet mignon.
Woo.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm just walking in my purpose. Like I'm doing the mini fest. I'm continuously dropping music. I'm dropping freestyles now. More content on my social media platforms. And like I said, whatever God got for me, like whatever He got for me, I'm willing to I'm taking it and I'm taking it all in. So that's where I'm at with it. In
That's
life,
beautiful.
like I'm ready to build a family. You know what I'm saying? So it's up now. It's up.
Whenever God says it's time,
It's
it's
time.
time.
Come on.
I love that.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so
Thank you.
excited for what's to come for you, and congratulations on all of your success so far.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe in a year you come back and you just got first Grammy
Come on now.
and Oscar and everything else.
I received that.
Absolutely.
I received that. For sure.
So, thank you guys once again for joining us in the royalty room. We can find Lee Adrian on all platforms
At It's Lee Adrian.
at It's Lee Adrian. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment on this episode, and then also make your way over to his page and find all his music.
Come on now.
And
I follow back. You feel me?
oh, he's not LA bougie. Y'all better get him before he goes up.
Come on now. Talk to me.
All right. See you guys next time.
Peace.